Hello and welcome to the show. My guest today is Dan Brown. Dan Brown, thank you very much for joining me on the show today.
Thank you very much for having me.
For those that don't know you, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself.
My name is Dan Brown. I live in Rochelle South as a local. I've been in the suburb since 2015. Bought this place with the wife Amanda to figure out a bit of a flip. Actually, we're planning to live here, flip it out, and then we fell in love with the area. So our intention was never to stay here, but we've got all the kids in schools and the businesses here as well, and we just fell in love with the community and the good feel it has. So we're not going anywhere, and I guess we've apart from that, we've got we're married with 4 kids between us, half a Brady Bunch plus one, and I guess got my loan market business, which is running locally as well and doing quite well in the community as well.
So did you basically buy it as like a business thing, and then you decided you really liked the suburbs, so then you stayed here?
I guess the business wasn't related to that. No, it was.
Okay.
I've been lending for 17 years between banking and loan markets. So prior to then, I was working in one of the banks at the time. So it wasn't a business decision. I've always just once we got here, it was just too convenient, too nice for everything else. So then the business thing kind of flowed off the back of my last workplace, and I guess a chance to go out and work for myself instead of just one bank. So that was a good opportunity at the time.
Yep, fair enough. Okay. What drives you to work in this industry?
I like to get the outcome that the customers need. Working in lending and banking in the past with one bank, you either can get them approved or not approved. There's one set of rates, and that's it. I love what I do now because I've got so many options for people to get into the house that they dream of, the renovation that they need, a better deal on their home loan with a refinance. And I don't just have one answer for you. If one bank says no, there's 59, 60 others that can do it. So that's the beauty in what I do, and that's why I generally love the journey from start to finish with getting everybody into their outcome that they need. I've had so many instances in the past where people think, it's taking so long for me to find a house to buy, and I'll be in the corner talking them into being the motivational speaker to keep them motivated, and some people have some credit problems sometimes, and we overcome that to get them the end result. So I do love what I do and the end results that we can get.
I'm going to change this question just slightly.
Yeah.
How long have you had your loan market business for?
I've been loan market franchise for running on 4 years now. So I've been in the industry for 7 years, but have my own loan market coming in July 4 years. It's grown in leaps and bounds in that time. My clientele tends to vary it had varied a fair bunch when I first started, because as you start, you take on wherever you can go. I noticed since the lockdowns in March 2020 how much of a strong community feel there was, because I'm a Comdeck as well, so I can witness clients' documents. I offered that service on the community page, and I had a lot of conversations with customers on the back of that. And I realised at that point, instead of going to Ipswich and Narangba and North and South Coast for appointments, why not try and focus on the local community with whoever might need things here. It works well because I'm only 5 minutes from home for an evening appointment or something like that, and it's quite a cool little niche, and it's worked really great for the team.
So your basic suburbs that you cater for are Rochelle South, but you can branch out?
Yeah, at the moment I've got a lot of clientele, Rochelle South, Underwood, Springwood, and I do branch out to Daisy and surrounding suburbs. We'll travel within half an hour, 3/4 of an hour in any direction, but the majority of my clientele from all the marketing that we do is around that sort of general vicinity, and I love it.
That's good. It's always good to love what you do. Who is your target audience, or is it just home buyers?
Not necessarily just home buyers. I've got a lot of first home buyers because of the government schemes that tend to come in as they go. I've got a lot of customers at the moment who are in the midst of going, okay, well, I've had this house for a couple of years in Rochelle South, wherever it is, and I've got some equity now. What can I do with it? Let's renovate it. So I've got a lot of customers who are looking to do some renovations on their properties, or also just looking for a better rate and better guidance on where things are. I guess in this current market, it's always good to know. just getting a better deal as well.
Yeah, it's
So
good
all
to,
different types.
so it's
Yeah.
good to know what you're getting into,
Yeah.
basically. Yep. Do you think it's harder for young people to get into the housing market now, and why?
Yes, and always that will be the case, that every single day that goes on that someone's not in the market, it always will be harder. Because that first step, getting into the market, is always the hardest. Once you're in the market, you can side grade, upgrade, downgrade, do whatever you want, because you're paying off an asset that's going to generally accumulate over time via house prices, which you can't control, or amortization, being paying off the home loan. So if you can have something tend to be growing, that's great. But if you are renting and saving at the same time, that's 2 mortgages essentially. So that's really tough. First home buyers have it very difficult. So that's why they do have some government schemes out there to try and help with part of the deposits, or obviously having gifts or guarantors and that sort of stuff. But yeah, it is increasingly difficult as the house prices increase. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's harder because it's just hard to get your foot in the door.
Yeah. Once you're in, you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's now time for the 3 wishes segment. If you had 3 wishes right now, what would you wish for and why?
Oh man, I would wish for as a family and as a team to be consistently happy. I know we have some challenges with work, with trying to figure out where our next obviously battling the banks and that sort of stuff, with home, trying to juggle work-life balance, that sort of thing. Everybody being healthy. Touch wood, we've had a relatively decent run. We've got, the family's got COVID a couple of months ago, but apart from that, we've been relatively on a good wicket. I know a lot of customers who do tend to have health problems of some sort, and obviously it's not great in some instances. So I do wish, well, not just for myself, I guess general health for everybody, and also I guess with the team to continue this being successful as we are. I feel we are a genuine, legitimate, strong service in the local community. So I love to see, like I said, the outcomes, getting everybody what they want, and fighting for them, basically, instead of them going to the banks themselves. So I want to continue that success as a team, grow as a team, and work with the local community to continue that.
Great, that's a great answer. It's now time for Plug Away. This is where my guests get to plug their business or themselves. Dan Brown, where, when, and how can people find you?
I'm everywhere. I guess I base myself out of, I've got a home office here at Rochelle South. I've got an office at Daisy Hill that I work out of, care of Ray White, and I'm, for most of my customers, I'll see you. I've got some evening, weekend appointments that I always see people at. I'm available on my mobile phone, which is 0406 688 322, and also via email channels as well, which would obviously be attached to this podcast as well. So I am, the beauty in technology these days is, unfortunately, I've got email 24/7. So you can get me at any stage at all, and any inquiries, no matter how silly they might be, I'm more than happy to go to bat for you and see what we can do.
Perfect, that's great. I've also noticed your billboards are in place as well.
Oh
so
yeah,
you
cool.
have some of them.
I am trying to get more, but it takes a while to get them approved. So I am looking to branch out in that respect, and obviously with the community sports clubs around the place as well. So I'm quite excited for that.
Yeah, I found one of yours on Underwood Road, actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
All right, Dan Brown, I really appreciate you joining me on the show today. Thank you very much for your time and for this fascinating chat, and I really hope my listeners have enjoyed getting to know you a little bit better.
No, thanks very much for listening. Any questions to me, reach out, phone, email, more than happy to help. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more content. We will see you on the next audio adventure. Until then, it's goodbye for now.